every bird in the woods in my hometown in rural upstate New York. And when you see me on campus, I'm frequently going like this. Because I have this whole 3D image that I would like you to get of all the stuff that's around me at all times. Somebody says, way over there, and I look, and they say, "He heard us." No, he didn't hear us. Yeah, I did. And I heard the chickadee over you, and I heard the sparrow over there. So next slide, please. Each year, this campus sees the families of birds that were alive tens of thousands of years ago that came to this campus before it was a campus. This is south to a lot of birds. And they've done this for a very long time. And I think there's a way you can click, let's go back, I think you can click on the bottom and get a little sound. Right there? Can you hear this? Let's see if it works. It's getting there. You're going to hear this outside when you leave today. This is the sound. Some of you are going, yeah, that's the sound of winter in California. In October, beginning of October, these guys show up. Next slide. Followed very closely by this one, and I think it also has sound. Oh, back. Back to the, one more. Yeah, so you can get this one. Yeah. I'm just going to do this. I don't have to keep telling you. Thanks. So, this is great. This is a sad, sweet song. They come about 2 weeks later. Yellow-rumped warblers, you're going to see these guys all over campus. They're going to be like picking up your garbage. They're these little cute things. So let's look at this for a second. 200,000 years ago or so, we appeared as a species. This is the best scientific data that we have. We didn't really start cultivating food till just less than 10,000 years ago, really cultivating it. And cities sort of showed up around 7,500 years ago. Boy, you gotta be taking notes, you're serious. I will not be testing you on this. My point is, as a species, we spent like most of our life in nature. And only pretty recently, only the last few seconds on the geologic clock, have we actually been apart from nature. Or are we? Because when I go outside, I'm not apart from nature. Being disconnected from nature will make you crazy. It's not natural. These guys, when I see these guys show up, and they do, and they're here now, and sometimes you can hear them sing, it's one of the most beautiful songs on earth. I don't even know how he does that. Listen to the harmonies in that. Any musicians here? The harmonies are really complex. He's got two sets of vocal cords. Hermit thrush. Most people just go, oh, it's a bird. These guys tell you when the strings come, and they never fail. They always do. Right now we have about 100 of them. To them, this is sound. American robins. I'm not asking you to remember these. This is a special kind of woodpecker. Beautiful. We've got them here. They take baths in dust. Did you ever see a bird do this? No. I guess it just feels, it's kind of like bath powder to them. It just kind of feels good. It probably has a function, you know, getting the bugs off him or something. But look at him. He is having a blast. Tell me he's in. This is one of the specialties we have in California, the Nuttall's woodpecker. When you see a woodpecker here, it's very likely this one. And it's got this sort of staccato, sounds like a little machine gun. I'm just doing a little survey here. This is one of the most elusive ones, and we do have them a couple of days a year here. I see them in the trees. This is a woodpecker who makes little holes in the bark and comes back and drinks from them. It's a sapsucker. They're just really, really cool, really colorful, and he's just more focused right now on fixing his feathers than he is on you and me watching him. So, I mean, he doesn't care about us. California towhee is kind of a common one that you see all over. It's a very California sound, high pitched. Not having in your yard. And the more you look at these, the mockingbirds, these are the ones that sing at night and keep you awake. You know that one? You know why he does it? He hasn't got a girlfriend yet. It kind of connects with Andrew's thing, but Andrew's he won't be singing at night, okay? This guy, he sings and sings till he gets a girl. If he doesn't get a girl, he just keeps singing. Scrub jays. We have them here. People think they're bluebirds. These guys have been studied in England at university. These guys remember stuff. They know schedules. They move food around at certain times. They forget nothing. I've seen them hiding food, putting a leaf over it, watching a squirrel, tricking the squirrel. They're brilliantly smart. This is one of the more elusive ones. They're on our campus now. If you're on campus and you don't see a bird, and way up in the trees you hear something like, I used to get in trouble for doing this when I was in fourth grade. That's this really cool, almost gecko-like bird. It walks up and down tree branches, can walk upside down. Look at him, he's serious. He's going, something's under that bark, and he wants it. Red-breasted nuthatch. Very elusive, very much a mountain bird, but we have them here. They think this is like, this is like their winter home. So they're called white-breasted. I've seen them in the park next door. Another mountain bird, very closely related. A little more like, I could do this all day. This is like a few years ago in my house when I had a chickadee come inside, a baby chickadee. Landed on my parrot's cage. We have chickadees on campus. Sorry this is so shaky. This is a baby chickadee. He just flew in my door and he's sitting on top of the cage and going all over. My parrot was like going crazy. So anyway, I did catch him. I did put him out.